In this section, we will cover escaping from different situations that occur on the ground and standing. These areas focus on situational positions and getting out of holds. Do remember, use everything on your persons to stay safe. Your voice, your groceries, cell phone, kicks, even eyewear.
Just so you're comfortable, I'm going to roll to my inside of my body. And see how I'm still facing you? You broke free, still facing you. So if you can, always go to the outside. There you go. There you go. Keep going down. There you go. Girl.
I'm going on to do that. I don't want my kids' wrist.
Right there, right there. Don't be shy. Show me your nails, girl. Show me those nails. There you go. Show me those nails. There you go.
I think I heard a pop on the wrist.
Outside the arm. There you go. Good.
I want to look straight.
There you go. There you go. Do that same thing. Keep your shoulders over there. Now just bring your hand right to your pocket. There you go.
Either way it go, you take my hands off of me.
Now, if you really want me to move, so let's say you're gonna, I want you to put me in his lap. All you're gonna do is face him as you make a circle. There you go. When you lace your fingers, especially if your adrenaline's pumping, these guys will swell up. If you've ever been pregnant, you got those rings on, you can't get them off, they're swollen. The same thing happens if your adrenaline's pumping. All these guys swell up. So instead of lacing your fingers, you actually want to cup them like that. Okay? So as you make circles, remember, I make circles. Okay? So cup like that. Drop the lace. Now, regardless if he is actually grip a shirt.
No.
So you ever been in a situation where like, I told you, hold your clothes. No? Okay. Maybe it's just my mom that did that.
No, mom didn't. Right.
Especially if somebody's gonna come in and tickle you. And you can, if you do the baseball, cool. If you get to the point where they actually got some fingers in there, you're gonna play snake. This hand is gonna come right on top. This hand's gonna come right on the bottom, and I'm just gonna touch these palms. Remember, this can be done on the ground or standing up. And what I have is a perfect 90-degree angle. This arm runs parallel to the ground. This is perpendicular, and I'm gonna flip them. So is this one come on top? This one come on the bottom? I'll flip them. What he's using to grip is these big forearms. This is my Keeto's guy. So he's really durable, flexible. He's got this grip that truly. That's my little boxer. It's a taekwondo. Oh my goodness. Okay. So what you got, if you like to, you can just sitting down. Doesn't matter. Whichever hand side you have is gonna come right on top. This is gonna come right on the bottom. Now you want to get as close as you can to the wrist. If I come way over here, I'm not going to have the same amount of leverage because he pushed back.
Right.
I'm going to go right against his own wrist, touch my own body. I'm going to touch, and I'm just going to flip.
So come here, Mr. Rick. So let's say this is against a wall or a car. So if you try to throw a baseball and someone's pushing you against a car, you're not going to be able to get your shoulders out, and you're going to actually keep pushing the hand against your neck. So we're going to teach you a second version. It's called snake. You want to show them? We'll do it in the air.
Okay. So let's say he doesn't have any space or anything like that, but I can't fight him off anyway. So what I'm going to do is take one hand, goes over and under, through the middle, underneath his wrist. My other hand is going to grab it like this. This is called the gable grip. Both of these are going to go underneath his wrist. Now my other elbow is actually on top of his elbow. What I'm going to do is press this down and pull this up. Do you notice how he's already starting to go? And I keep going, and then I melt.
So the same process, if I'm pushing him against, I'm actually going to give him a little bit of weight.
So right here, one hand goes over, underneath his wrist. The other one grabs right here. Elbow presses down while his other wrist comes out. It doesn't take a lot of energy. I mean, he was like pushing. All I did was move it up.
the lapel grab me. Exact same thing. You're just going to cup in. I'm just going to roll palm, pinky, turn.
One more time.
Hold. Turn your pinky up. Turn and keep turning with it. So it turns into a wrist lock, which we do for self-defense now.
That's it. Turn and then look. There you go. Good.
So keep it up against your chest. Like, keep your shoulders up until the last minute, then you.
There you go. So again, she's throwing a baseball. We call this Michael Jackson. You go hee hee. So Miss Trish, give it a little hold, give it a little squeeze. She owes you $1.
50 cents.
So let's do this one more time. This time, Miss Trish, go ahead and grab. The difference from being, as soon as all you want is one arm just to break free. What you need is spacer. So you basically just want to cross. You don't have to turn all the way, but as long as you get the shoulder over, you can always see your elbow turning. The fingers are already sliding off. That's all I really need. Just need half a turn. After that, you can take a layer poker, pick your nose. Okay? So, you want to go full force?
Right foot, okay.
All right.
So this side and this leg. We're going to step behind us. Bring the arm up
There you
and
go.
up and break that lock. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Eat.
That's it. That's it. So what you're doing essentially is breaking that lock. Okay?
Then
You
these
wanna
are
try
really
it
mess
again?
something up.
All right.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
apply the knee to give you an option to run, right?
Absolutely.
Right arm, right leg. Here we go. Bring it up and back. And you can elbow or you can knee.
Good. When you so do it again. This time your right foot, bring it a little further back. About right here.
Like right here.
There you go. There you go.
And it's a bit of it's almost like a spin on the other foot.
I feel like Austin see how we do the
There you
about
go.
face.
See, that's it. All right.
And if you just think about it, almost like you are doing a dance, so the hips are going to go with it. So you just prop your hips right into it. Okay?
All right. Here we go. And step.
Good, good, good.
That's it. Modify that just a bit. Instead of think of it like a roundhouse. If I was a roundhouse ceiling, it would be easier to block because it's a lot of surface area. It's a lot more difficult to block if it's a straight linear. So when you do roly-poly, when it comes straight into it. So he's kind of jacked in right here, ready to go, and then explodes. Because he can still choose his target. He can come high, he can come low. Or he can just move straight in like a little snake and pop in here. So because you don't want to think back fist or pseudo telegraph. Let's try that one more time. Much better. See, he even hesitated because he came up the block and then he had to change it. And front hair grabs. So front hair grabs,
The one we just did for the back kick grab is an Aikido technique. There is several dozen versions of this. This is one they teach in the prison systems. Kick. Nope, kick.
Oh.
That's right.
There we go. Okay, so keep.
Okay.
This over here. Ouch.
Okay.
Ouch.
So, two big steps. Bring your elbows down to your knees. Drop on one knee. Keep the hands, stand up, take your shin. Okay? Who wants to go first? So, Ms. Katie, you want to work with them?
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay, right here. Ms. Katie, that's your space.
so front hand down.
Wait, I can't go like, wait, am I doing this right? Or do I back up here?
So grab me. What I'm gonna
Reset.
do, so I do it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
trap
yeah.
it, make a pancake.
Alright.
As I
Your hands
come,
are grabbing.
as I move back,
Grab
I'm
it.
gonna come down to a knee and pull you down at the
Make sure you
same
keep the
time.
wrist. That's what, so it's going to come down.
Then I will.
You see that?
Yeah. Okay.
Then spring
Okay.
up.
So
So if
going
you don't
down
get here,
and going
keep
down
going.
to a knee, so pulling and coming down. Okay.
Slid. Did
I'm gonna
So,
pick it
I
up.
got this first.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I can't hit. Okay. There you go. That's it.
Good, but, and ideally,
Two
I mean,
steps.
I was
Two
showing
steps would
you
have
all the
drugged me
way
out
down.
or been flat.
Ideally,
Okay,
you
'cause
want
have
to
long
go
legs.
down towards one knee,
Yeah.
then you have the ability to launch. So
Oh.
yeah.
So I need to make sure you get to grab me by my hair. Okay. Okay.
From behind?
From behind.
Where are you going?
You see how I grab my hair? You see how his fingers now start digging in?
Yeah.
I gotta fix my hair.
Okay.
When you do this, the fingers, my hair actually, when I start pressing, his fingers actually get trapped because now it gets kind of ingrained. So it's important to make sure you go through the motion, disable him, then his hand will let go. So it does not matter which way you go. Miss Katie, she went. I don't know where she went.
This way.
So you can go either way.
Okay.
So if there's a wall here, turn away from the wall, look at his shoes, stand up.
See how far down you went? Yeah.
The lower you are below his navel, or his head, the more leverage you'll have. If there's a
Okay.
wall here,
Navel.
navel, the wall's here, same hand, just go the other direction. Okay? Does that make sense? Good? Good to see you again. Grab me by my hair. So it doesn't matter which way you go, as long as you're below their belt buckle. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind for all these, even the ones that you were doing, it's an explosive movement.
Okay.
So it is not designed to be slow to give you a chance. I'm walking into him here.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not staying stagnant. I need to start moving into him.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
question. With arms, do a windmill, I'm across behind, get my knee in deep, I'm gonna reach down, grab one or two legs, stand up as I turn, and drop.
Turn your chest towards the mirror. Bring that arm down. Good. Now, if he happens to have something you can bend over top, or if you have an arm, you can.
It's perfectly fine because here, Ron, so you have a couple different options. If it's a bigger guy, you cross him behind, you can always grab here, turn. So you have a couple different options.
And the only other thing I would add is when you do step behind, instead of your foot being here, bring it right there.
Okay.
So you, like, pretty much your knee is gonna be touching the back line.
Okay.
There you go.
Put your chest towards the mirror then.
And if you want on the way down, hammer, elbow, whatever you need.
Okay.
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 Now let's move around.
From the back. So without arms. Take a big step, reach down, grab his ankle, sit on it. I'm going to turn his ankle out, then in as a kick, drop it, walk.
Stepping over, good. Pick one side, grab an ankle or the knee. Yeah, preferably the ankle. The lower it is, the better. That was it. For this part, two things are happening. One, by you leaning over, my balance comes up, right? And then by you trying to pick one leg, my balance comes up. Second part, you're going to use your hips. You really just push it back, and then you do leverage. Almost going to be like the knee up. So then you pull your case right up. So I have no chip. Whoa, I got it. Yeah. Try it again. Hips go, scoot up.
Once you lift all your weight on me, and walk your feet away as you push your hands out.
Okay, this way. I'm going to try going on the side. So, here. I got you. I got you. There you go. Okay. So what do we do? What am I doing wrong? Because I noticed you didn't go down. What are they wrong? It's not wrong, but it's not wrong. It's the same
fingers.
concept.
And
Okay, so I get up, get this backwards, push your hands over. Go ahead, Mike.
So when you do,
So I'm gonna step to the
as
side.
you do it again,
If I just try
watch
to
my
grab this
wrist.
leg
This one is
and
not.
pick it up.
Watch my wrist while it's buckle.
I'm just gonna drop down.
It's more of
It's
a
gonna
feel.
take you a while, but I see what you said.
You say you start to push,
If my
freeze.
hips
So
are
you see how
far away,
the wrist is
so,
like a buckle?
yeah, here, if my hips are not touching and I try to grab it,
That's how it works.
you still can pick up that leg.
Yeah, and then lock it around
Don't
you,
do that.
just fall back if you didn't get a wrestling match then.
Exactly, so you wanna make sure that
The hip is into it.
you're into it and then you pulling the leg from
Straight out instead of
one
navel.
Yep. If you're being pulled from behind by your elbows, you can find ways to avoid that situation as well. Somebody will come up and grab you and just be pulling you or pushing you. In case they're pulling you, start walking back. And when you find it tightening, step behind their leg, scoot down, grab their pants, legs, turn and sit down. Make them land on their head or their shoulders. So as you're being pulled, you want to make sure that you find it tightening. You can slide your foot right behind their leg. As you lower yourself into them, bring your hips close enough. Make sure your shoulder is right at their navel or a little bit lower. Grab their pants legs, pick them up, nice, easy. While you're turning, this will drop them on their head. So as you're being pulled, what you want to find is a moment where your leg can slip behind their leg, scoot into them, bring your hips close to their hips, bend your knees, not so much your waist, and at your knees, grab their pant legs, inside, outside, and as you do stand up, pick up their legs, which throws them off balance, and then land on their head.
He's gonna come in to grab. I'm gonna come in, take his space by coming into his center, almost like doing a helicopter motion, bring him down, and then use this hand to solidify and brace, punch him.
So this is if you're facing forward and someone comes behind and grabs your hip. So let's just say I'm coming here and grab the hip and I'm pulling, just for control. Same thing if someone is here and then I just grab here, pulling them in, and I start pulling. So your control, typically what happens is for here, go to clinch or hug, and then this would be a bully. This would be a person I'm being picked on, and then I would start dragging them, saying, "No, you're coming with me." So this is how to work with that. So he's going to grab my hip, just one hand. So say we're at a club and he wants me to go home with him. I'm going to yawn. My hands will come here, and it really just to protect myself. But my front foot is what I need to get behind him. So, no, I don't want to go with you. No, this is my lunch money. Get off my playground. When he reaches behind me and is pulling me, take my front foot, step as comfortably as I can behind him. Then I'm going to yawn. So come forward. So his posture, my posture, my posture, his posture. Come right into his chin, and his turn facing him, tripping him.
Right about the neck.
Calm down.
If you wanna.
So you're coming home tonight. So step in deep, not even behind me. This hand over and free. And you're going, looking, turn your hip, pushes. Oh, pushing down. So
And if the hand gets stuck like it did.
that's why I keep the hands here. So the front foot, you almost wanted to get behind the furthest foot. So I'm here, let's go. There you go, drop me. Here. Where you put your hands. So, where you keep your hands. So here, pull, there you go.
You had gotten to a point where, as I was yawning, your foot hardly touched my leg. Even though I had stepped right behind, it's still hardly touched because you were already.
This leg, or if it's this leg, if it's that deep against my first thigh, so I bring it around. Here. All my weight is being pushed into one leg. I have nothing to step back. So if you just push me away, I have nothing to catch myself here unless I use my hand. So as you push it back, this leg is what I would catch. So even if you don't trap this, I can't step back and catch myself. Gotcha. Put your hands in front of you.
Yeah.
Put your thigh right against the back of his thigh. No, put your hands in. That's it. Try that out.
I don't know. Tell me
You
what
did
you
it?
got.
It looked a little rough.
It looked like you were pushing me,
Okay.
and I did not have to trip.
Slow down.
Hold on. Fresh, please.
Fresh fruit.
Oh, terrible song, too.
Your hand? It doesn't have to be just the hand. You can actually use your the side of the arm and just make sure I am just. You're pushing me away from me.
So bear hug with and without arms. Bear hug with arms. I'm gonna put my hands, fingers down against his hips. I'm gonna take 2 big steps back. 1, 2. Once I push him back, I'll leave both hands here. I'm gonna get behind him for control. Second one is going to be without arms, bear hugs. Come around, grab the chin, come across, got the back of the head. I'm going to step back, same direction I turn his head.
Place your forearm into his crotch and basically shake his boys. That's the intent.
Grab this pant leg. Grab up, and then I'm going to sit. You ready?
Very much like you basically want to make a bubble, but you can pull the plastic back into your mouth.
And then go like this and go back.
And you want to grind it with your teeth. Okay. There you go. Breathe. Good.
I was already, I don't